Hi folks, welcome to the Meme They Left 100,000 subscriber live stream. Like a total idiot, I was asleep actually when the actual official ticker clicked over the 100,000 mark. I think we're at about 100,074 right now. On the front end, it's actually a little bit delayed, probably like an hour or so behind. On the back end, it actually shows the kind of the live stat. In my mind, I had kind of visualized getting on there 100 subs before and watching with everyone in the live chat going over, but I figured that would be about 10 o'clock this morning my time, which is about 3 hours from now. But overnight, the subs just went crazy as I was sleeping. The last video went absolutely hypersonic. I think it was 100,000, 107,000 views in the first hour, which is a record for the channel. So that's absolutely amazing. But I was hoping to catch it when I woke up this morning, and I was up at like 4:30, and actually when I came into the office in the studio here, it was 99,998. I kid you not. It was so I kind of missed that, going over the 100,000 on the stream, but that's all right. We can still have a stream. I just want to hang out with you. Connect, just connect with you. I love these live streams. They can be obviously a little bit more personal. Just a YouTuber says, hi, Donnie, Claudia, Doreen, James, no, Doris, action bastard. Congratulations, mate. Thanks very much. Thank you so much for all the congratulations, in the comment and that. To me, this 100,000 goal was this kind of like, I think every YouTuber, I don't really like that word YouTube, but every YouTuber kind of dreams that maybe that is something that is, kind of out there, but it's, I lost sight of that goal probably like 12 months ago. Things just weren't happening, and it was just on like the bit of the downhill slide. Took a break from YouTube, came back, fresh approach, fresh attitude, fresh everything. And basically the last 6 weeks from say 30,000 to 100,000 has been absolutely astronomical. I can't put into words how much of a rush, how much joy it gives me just to make these videos and that they're watched. That is the whole reward right there, is you watching the content. Everything else is kind of superfluous. Everything else, but it's like having a community, having an audience, such a positive audience that loves the content, that is also makes you happy as well. I read so many comments. People are like, they put a smile on my face. I was having like a bit of a shit morning this morning, but I watched your video and I felt a little bit better. To me, as a content creator, that's as good as it gets, and that's why I do this, like to encourage. But I'm also having a hell of a lot of fun myself. So yeah, thank you. I just want to, if you've been with however long you've been subbed up to the channel, maybe since the OG, since the early days, or you've just come on in like the last 7 weeks, as obviously most of you have. Thank you so much. This means I can't put into words what this actually means, but I thought we'll have a live stream. I just want to hang out with you and just talk, just sort of get my arms around you, if that kind of makes any sense. Anyway, I'm starting to I get onto these live streams and I wind myself up. And I get so kind of like going. I just got to try and keep things down a little bit. As I said, I want to interact and like read every comment. If you have questions about the channel, questions about the politics, whatever's happening, put them in the comments. I will be in these comments. So yeah, let me know. Let me see. Voodoo Trucking says, way to go, buddy. You deserve it. Thanks very much, Jersey Boy. Elong, sorry I missed that. Zig always wins. Thanks for all you do, mate. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for the super chat. Jess Esquivale. That's a really cute little card there I can see on my screen of someone giving someone else a hug. Thank you so much. That is so nice. Thank you so much. Impulse Ayla. Howdy from Alabama. Congrats on the subs, my friend. Take care, and I enjoy the content so very much. Big shout out to Alabama. Thank you. So glad that you enjoy the content. As I said before, the fact that that people love this content, that makes me so happy, and I love making the content. I love making you happy. Milky Plewblood says, congrats from Scotland, keeping it real. Love from Michigan. Thank you very much. We got Nathan says, thank you for the Canadian memes. That was a pleasure. I mean, that part of the that sort of part of the channel there with the obviously with the Canadian trucker protest, huge surge in viewership. I think the memes video that I put together, I think that's sitting on 650K. That went astron. That went like hypersonic. That was just it's so amazing that like a little channel can be sitting in like a little studio somewhere, like one man, husband and wife operation over here, hundreds and millions and millions of views per month. Last month we did last 28 days is 11.5 million views. I am going to make like an update video on the channel. Just going over and updating the channel. I want to make one like every month. I'm going to make one this afternoon. I'll probably upload that tomorrow. Just going over the stats. The stats for this last month have been absolutely off the chart. About 40% more over the previous month, which I thought the previous month was pretty much as good as it's going to get, but it went up that extra level. You people are absolutely incredible. And Chief Slapmore Bone, been here since the beginning. Yes, I remember that username. It's funny. I have an incredible. I remember so many, like thousands and thousands of like usernames, especially from the early days, because I lived in the comments. I obviously can't answer like every single comment right now, but when the channel was smaller, I was pretty much made it my mission to almost like read every single comment. I do as much as I can. I still spend about 2 hours a day just in the comments replying. But there is kind of only so many hours in the day. So please don't get offended if I don't get to your comment, respond to your comment, or reply to your comment. It's just that there is just so many only so many hours in the day. Chuck E. Cheese says, since the Frank interview. Yes, with Let's Be Frank, and another great YouTuber. Who we got? James Wright. Thank you, sir, from Ottawa, Ash. Well, Phoenix Rising says, your video is absolutely fantastic. Love from JB. So happy that you happy that you really enjoy the videos. We got Dr. Insomnia. Wow, you made the 100,000 club. Congratulations. Yes, I can't believe it. I really can't. It's surreal. The whole thing that's happening right now. Like, if this is some kind of weird simulation and I kind of snap out of it, it is so real to get like millions of views a week. Subscribers just kind of pouring in. It's like the YouTuber fantasy. It's like I'm living like a YouTube fantasy. Is probably the best way to put it. Your videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. Subscribers are pouring in. The positivity on the channel, and the channel is growing, and it's just this positive kind of energy just flowing through the channel. Makes me want to just pump out more heaps and heaps and heaps of content, and you just get into this positive kind of cycle. It's absolutely incredible. And what do we got? Nate says 4 gold medals. Thanks so much. Trent says keep the salt flowing. Thanks very much. Chris says congrats. Thanks, mate. Tames, congrats. Terrence, congrats on 100K. Thanks, mate. Congrats. Order of Chaos. Love your stuff. Love your stuff. Keep doing you, mate. As long as there is an audience, I will keep making this kind of content. I love making. So I love making this kind of content. I love making people happy. I love making people laugh. If you're having maybe you're having a little bit of a bad day, maybe it's a bit of a shitty day, and you're watching and you watch a video and it cheers you up a little bit, it makes you forget that. That's what I love doing. That's also, we're here to sort of like encourage the troops, as you might say, keep morale kind of high, but also we're getting out information out there. This is an information war. We are involved in an information war. We are getting the information out there with I am sure all the hundreds of YouTube channels that are on, like this side of politics. And we had an impact. We had an impact on the likes of Justin Trudeau. He even commented. He commented about how he didn't like that there was people, international people having an influence in their politics. He's probably talking about YouTubers there that are getting millions of views that are coming down on him. They don't like that. We're speaking truth to power. And when you watch these videos, you share these videos, that's the information war. You're sharing around the information like that. It has an effect. People like Salty Cracker, there's 20, there's so many channels out there. We are having an impact and we are winning. Don't think what the media is portraying as the left side. No, they are losing. They are propping up all their garbage with like censorship. They are weak. You only need to prop something up if it's weak. You don't need to prop something up that's strong. If you see a building with sagging floors, you got to get your props in there and you got to make it straight. We don't need any propping up on the right because we are strong. What the left needs is constant props everywhere because they are weak. They need propping up. They need help in the algorithms. They need censorship so that we are not so strong. The left is weak. The right are strong. We are strong and we are mighty. So don't. All the bullshit and the lies that the mainstream media is trying to put out there, that is propping up the weak narrative. That is propping up a pathetic narrative. So yes, we are strong and the power is with us. There's a couple of super chats there. I'm sorry, they didn't come up on my stream. Wayne Figgity, congrats, bittersweet. Love the content, but wish there wasn't a reason for it. Oh, mate, I could talk for probably an hour just on this. I mean, honestly, I would rather be fishing, hiking, camping. Forget about having to fight this leftist kind of like invasion in our culture. But we have to do it. And even though I love doing this, there is also a bittersweet side to why we have to do this. So absolutely, mate. I totally resonate with your comment there about it being bittersweet. And I feel that like so much. How I wish that we didn't. I wish that the media was just honest. I wish that they would just come out, and I wish that they weren't propping up narratives. I wish take the jab for example. I wish they just told you the truth. I wish they said, okay, there's going to be side effects. I wish they would just own that. I wish they would just tell the truth rather to prop up their narrative, and anything that doesn't fit into that tiny little box that's their narrative. It's misinformation. It's false information. It's all that sort of stuff. No, just tell us the truth. I wish that we didn't have to do. I wish we didn't have to sort of do this. But we do, and we do have to fight. If we don't fight, can you imagine if there was no like channels on the right? Can you imagine if this wasn't, how much the left would just sort of steamroll over society? So yeah, thanks so much for that comment there and that super chat. And I just want to someone posted up a comment there that FYI it still shows you at 99.9k right now. I think that was PW. That's right. On the front end, you got front end and back end. On the back end, it's a little bit ahead. Like say you have a front end video might show 100,000 views. Well, the back end is probably showing 130. And you can get a more idea of the likes. The likes are kind of in real time on the front end, but the views are delayed probably by, well, right now they're delayed, I'd say probably by half an hour to 45 minutes. So right now, front end on the channel, it's showing 99.9k. The back end, we're obviously over that. But there is that funny delay. Mark says, from Canada, we can't wait for Justin to go to jail. Absolutely. In the last video we put out is about the British guy just ripping Trudeau, and you arsehole on TV. I mean, you got the Trudeau is poncing around right now, speaking about democracy and speaking how he's, against authoritarianism. What an absolute dickhead this guy is. What an absolute wanker Trudeau is. And I love that video of him just getting torn a new asshole. I just, and it should be more of it too. These leaders, when they get out in public, they should feel the brunt. They should absolutely feel the brunt. I made a video, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago. It was that the mayor of Boston, I think it was, did a live stream over her Instagram, and she was flooded with negative comments about, lift the mandate, this and that, get rid of the mandates. When these people come in direct contact with the public without the filter of the mainstream media. Right now, they're hiding behind this filter that is the mainstream media. That's like their defense. When they come direct contact with the public, when she does that Instagram, when she's talking direct, she gets the real feedback. There's no filtering. I'm sure that Instagram was doing a lot of censorship there as well, but they get the direct contact. They get that direct feedback, and that's the reality. What not the reality is them hiding behind the shield of the mainstream media protecting them. So when these people on these talk shows actually start speaking the truth, that what Justin Trudeau did was unforgivable. Stealing money out of freezing bank accounts of people who went on. There's Tamara right now, one of the organisers of the trucker. It was like, out on bail? What the hell is going on there? That's not Canada. That's not China. That's Canada, for crying out loud. And this dickhead is just pouncing around the world stage, lecturing. I'm not a Putin fan. Don't get me wrong. I can't stand Putin. But, your Trudeau lecturing Putin when Trudeau is taking all the rules out of Putin's book and he's playing them over in his old country. I thought that video was absolutely great. Where we got, thank you, meme. Diane says, thank you, meme. Love your funny channel. Laughter is great for the soul. Well, that's right. I think that laughter, the memes tend to keep me a little bit sane going. We are dealing with some crazy times right now. And even like what's happening in the Ukraine, this is kind of a crazy time right now. But I kind of turn towards memes. And it does. It makes me. It kind of makes me laugh and makes me feel good. Spread the love thinly, though there's so more to spread. Anton says, love those short clips, man. Thank you so much, Anton. I'm glad you love the short clips there. I love making the short clips. The YouTube algorithm eats up those short clips because they have a very high completion rate. The algorithm sees a very high. We have about a 90% plus completion rate in those shorter videos because it's only a minute. Most people get all the way through. The algorithm sees the very high completion rates. The algorithm sees very high amounts of engagement, enormous views, and it then pushes it out over to promotes that video out, and that's where you get the growth from. So the algorithm really loves this short form content. The left can't meme, but sure do scream. Pink Floyd, absolutely. We love day one. We love you, man. Salty's Legion. You're an OG. I can still remember the early days with Salty. I think he had about 5,000 subs. He might have had 8,000, and I had about 5,000 or something like that. And he was making videos. He didn't even have a camera at the time. It was just sort of into a microphone with images on the screen and that sort of thing. But I really miss those. I love those early days as well. What do we got? Russia only supplies 3% of Ukraine oil. The Ukrainian war makes no sense, driving up gas prices in the USA. Biden did that. What a wanker! This dude is saying during the campaign that I will take responsibility. I'm going to be a responsible president. If something's I'm not going to blame others. What's he doing now? He's blaming Putin. You absolute dickhead, Biden. Of course he's a politician. He lied during the the campaign. Of course he's full of he's full of it. Boars Moses the mad cow meme was on point. That's the last Richard mad cow video. Rachel Matter. I think it just clipped over 1 million views. It's just been running and running and running. And that's something that's just strange on the channel. This is what we never really had before, is that the videos would get to a certain point and then they start building. And over 2 or 3 weeks, they're building and they're building, and they might be adding like 10,000, 20,000 views a day, and it's kind of like they're going up these little steps. But before they would kind of go up, and they would have a lifespan of about maybe 2 days, and then it just sort of obviously levels out. But so many videos on the channel are running, and then when they build, they hit that they get into that chunky 200,000 to 300,000 view stage, and then they get to like 350, and then I'll see them go to like, oh, that one went over 400. I mean, 2 videos right now that are kind of running side by side. It's the Germany Trump and the CDC lied videos, and they are just building and building and building. They were sitting on the exact view. It was kind of funny. I think they're 530 each at the moment right now, but just they're building and building, and that is kind of like you have this huge wave of momentum behind the channel, and it's just it's kind of hard to explain. The way I think of it is like a wave, and when you put new content out there, you've still got all this momentum from all these previous videos that are still getting lots of views. So like like a day or two ago, the daily views on the channel was 1.7 million. I'm sorry, the 48-hour view was 1.7. So you're looking at, it's like 800,000 views per day. But we're in an information war. I know some people are saying, hey man, don't get obsessed with the numbers. It's hard when you're a YouTuber not to get obsessed with the numbers, because every YouTube is like, you got numbers of subscribers, numbers of views, numbers of comments, numbers of likes. Everything is numbers. Everything is kind of analytics in YouTube. And when you see content that, that is short, and it packs a punch, and it drives a good message over, that it's getting out there, that it's doing some good for our side. So yeah, I think that's absolutely amazing. And Kevin, let's be frank. Hello, Frank is in the comments. Let's be frank. Another great YouTuber, good friend as well. Heart of absolute gold, a better heart than all of us. No, Frank is a great creator. Kevin says, guess YouTube doesn't update both the live this time. The channel has 99. Yeah, no, I know. It's on the back end. On the back end we're like 100, 134. Actually, when I got up this morning, I calculated that it should be that we should hit 100,000 going by the current growth at say about 10 a.m. my time. And I got up at 5 a.m. because I had a late night last night. I got up at 5 a.m. and I'm thinking, I got a couple of hours to prep. I can prep for the live stream. It'll probably hit in like 10 a.m. But no, I got up and it had just hit as I got up. So didn't get the capture, the clicking over of the live on the stream, which is kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's a bit of a YouTuber dream. Maybe that one was saved for 1 million, and I'm believing for 1 million. I want to build the meme army. I'm going to release more information about this in coming up shortly. We are going to have an impact. We are going to have an enormous impact. When we are, this is what the left does. The left organizes, the left groups. The left is very, they work in collectives. But the right is a little bit more individualistic, where we sort of don't work so well in sort of collectives like the left does. So I want to kind of change that. I want to build a meme army that makes surgically, like precise attacks or raids, maybe like on Twitter. Imagine 4,000 or 5,000 people working as one, 10,000 people working as one. We could have an enormous impact. We could have an enormous impact. That I want to release a video soon. That I want to build the meme army. I'm really passionate about building this meme army. Like as we stand singly, as we stand like alone, we're kind of like there's almost like a powerlessness there, or a feeling of powerlessness. If we group up, if we build, if we form like a meme collective or the meme army, and if we all work as one, and we work and we make precise raids, precision raids in this online warfare, we can have enormous impact. I believe that with without a shadow of a doubt, I believe that with all my heart. We can change things. We can be a force to be reckoned with. We can move the needle. I believe that. I believe that with all my heart. But I will release more of that coming over in the next couple of weeks. Christopher says, do you ever fear the channel be taken down? Well, eventually it probably will be. I think as we get over midterms and we're moving up into the 2024 American election cycle, I think the censorship from the left is going to get insane. I think they are going to just basically do a purge. And really, we've had a purge right now, but it's kind of been more at the top. You know, they're going to lower that bar of where they purge. Eventually, you're going to get down to maybe like where the meat is, where there are a lot of channels. And eventually they're going to, you know, if they started with Alex Jones, they're just going to keep moving that bar down. You could have called Alex and a couple of those people like the tip of the spear. And then they're going to come down to like, you know, down the pole of the spear. They're just going to keep lowering that bar because they can't stop. They can't stop their censorship. Once they move that bar down, they have to keep, and they run out of people to censor. They just lower it down more. They just keep censoring more. The left are so weak. They have to censor. They have to prop up their narratives. We don't need propping up. We are strong. The left are weak. So eventually they will take this channel down. And as we are, building up on BitChute, building up on Rumble as well. I love the way Salty's done it. He doesn't, like right now, he could just tell YouTube to take a running jump. He doesn't need YouTube. He has transcended YouTube. He could just do Rumble, all his other alt tech platforms right now. He's done. He's succeeded in that. He is YouTube proofed his channel. Whereas this channel, we're still smaller on those alt tech platforms. It would be a hit if obviously we lost this channel. But I do see it coming. I absolutely do see it coming. I see it coming for the 2024 election. The censorship will be insane because their side will be that weak. They will need the censorship to try to win. They would, whoever the candidates are, on the Democrat candidates there. I don't know who it's going to be. It's not going to be Kamala. It's not going to be Joe Biden. I don't know who they're going to maybe bring in 2 new people on the ticket there. They're going to pull out every dirty trick to get their candidates over the line, and they won't win. They will not win, but they will drag their candidates over the line. Canadian salt will flow, absolutely. Color, we the Patriots are waiting to do our part when called. That's right, we're all part. We are all a part of this. We're the resistance. We are the resistance. The mainstream media are pumping out the bullshit narratives, the absolute, the garbage that they pump out, and we are the resistance. Remember, Alex used to say, if you're listening, what did he say? If you're listening to this podcast, you are the resistance, or something like that. And I always thought it was a little bit hyperbolic, Alex being Alex, he's a little bit over the top, in that regard, there he is 100%. Like if you are listening right now, if you are watching these videos, you are the resistance. You are resisting the Rachel Maddows, the Brian Stelters, the CNNs, the MSNBCs, the mainstream media. You're resisting the whole operation that's there to control the public. You are the spanner in their works. They hate you. They hate people. They hate people with, massive channels who are getting more views than they do. They hate Salty. They hate Frank. They hate all these large channels. They hate Stephen Crowder. They can't stand. They hate Mark Dice. They can't stand that YouTubers have created channels and platforms that get more views than these mainstream media morons. They can't stand that. And we are winning because we are breaking the bullshit narrative that they're pushing out. The story that they're telling is the people aren't believing it anymore because we are countering their story with facts and with truth and with memes and with humor and with comedy. And that's why at this side of you could say this side of YouTube is very popular. The right is very popular on YouTube, even though YouTube is run by a bunch of hardcore extreme communist leftists. the channel, especially politics, is dominated by people on the right. You got these so-called large YouTube channels on the left. They're pathetic. They got millions of subscribers, no engagement. The audience is gone. It's absolutely pathetic. Where the audience is on the right. The audience is on the right, and the left can't meme. They don't understand memes. They don't have a good time. They walk around like they got sticks up their ass. They're just so stuck up. The right is a party. We are an absolute party, and that's why when we meme, it's a fun time. This is a fun channel. I just realized I'm waving my hands around like a madman here. Boaz Moses says we are. They know we are strong and they are freaking out. Absolutely. Grab the super chat before it goes. Bumstead13, thank you so much for the super chat, sir. Keep the truth out in front of people's faces. And that's right. That's what we do when we create this content, this information warfare. They're like little bullets and they go out there into the battle. When you share it, you are keeping it going as well. It's so critical. Like all these creators, if we didn't have an audience, there wasn't people sharing the content, it's nothing. You are the power. I mean, you are. Without you, we have absolutely nothing. Where are we now? Mark Guy from Canada. Here is that accent American. Mate, I'm an Aussie. I'm not sure. When I used to, with the old way of making the videos to the channel, I would sort of be on, whereas I would be on this side of the channel, like, and then I'd have a news story on the other side of the screen. And my ugly face was in every video. And but obviously, when I switch format to these more shorter meme style videos, and the meme style videos sort of suit the channel as well, because we're a meme channel. And it was a little bit strange but being a meme channel and doing sort of like almost like Tim Pool kind of news commentary. Don't get me wrong. I love getting serious. I love getting sort of serious with the news, talking. I can talk. I do like that side of things, but it's been kind of refreshing to sort of like turn the camera off and to start in my editor and start with an idea and try to make something funny, try to make something out of that with the editor. Like 2 or 3 hours later, I come up with a product, and that gets the message out better than someone with a 30-minute talking about the news, and no one's got 30 time to watch someone break down a news article for 30 minutes, and that's why the videos are shorter. Attention spans are shorter these days. We have to get our information out there much quicker. That's why the current style of video, I think it gets this information out there very quickly. Even memes, even one meme itself, you download a whole lot of information based on one meme. Well, the videos we're making now are meme videos. They just, around a minute. They're just I call them like meme vids. So they're like a static meme, but obviously like in video form, and it has to entertain. It has to inform, and absolutely. McDonald's, Carl says McDonald's closing in Russia, no fry zone. No fry zone. I like that. That's very funny. A busy, what do we got? Let's be Frank says he's busy trying to edit some videos right now. Anya Frank. Dr. Insomnia says, say what you mean or we'll mean what you said. But yeah, base is united, we stand. Absolutely. What do you got? Buzz says, you can only push a Canadian so far, and then I watch out. Let me try something in this chat here. A little chat window should pop up on my right if it's kind of set up, which looks like it's not working right now. But I'll give it a few. Maybe there's a bit of a lag there. Yeah, it's funny them closing all the McDonald's in Russia right now. I see a lot of memes out there that the Russian people are going to be some of the healthiest people in the world pretty soon. So I thought that was interesting. I think there was like 800 Russian stores they said they were going to be shutting down. And wow, I never really realized they had 800 stores in Rusha. Hold it. I see the super chats as I scroll down the screen there. Sorry, I'm missing a Oh, sorry, I'm missing a lot of chats up here. Underbelly, the memes must flow. I salute you, sir. Thank you very much. Make punk rock great again says, got my first strike of 2022 last month. Well, is it a copyright strike or like a community guideline strike? There, obviously, YouTube has a couple of different different definition. You get a copyright strike. It's a little bit complicated. If you use some content like we do use, maybe little bits of content from here and there. If someone actually is the owner of that, they can actually copyright strike your video and then take the monetization. And then there's another level of copy, but you don't get a hard strike on the channel. You will just get, if you monetize that video, the money goes to that person. But then someone can actually give your channel a hard strike if they want to as well. So yeah, you've got two, and then you've got your community guideline strikes, which are a whole bunch of just vague rules by if you offended somebody. Bumstead, thank you very much for the super chat. Are you a bogan? I don't know. I was a bogan. Growing up, I had I had longer hair. Listen, I didn't have a mullet as such, but it was almost a mullet. I will post up. I think I actually said that when we hit 100K, I'm going to post up a picture of me when I was about 18 or 19, had hair down to my chest, and it was I actually got it bleached. I got it blonded because I was trying to crack on to the hairdresser, and just I had no game back then. And I said, and she said, I could bleach your hair, and I'm sure you can do anything to me. You can do anything to me. So I will post that out over the community tab. I will post that out of the community tab in the next couple of days. I did say if we hit 100K, I would post that video out. What do we got? Never trust Labor, the Greens, or the commies. Absolutely. Crypto will keep the government in line, hopefully. What's Biden trying to do with crypto? Let's see how that works out. Never trust any politician ever. It doesn't matter who they are, and they are all bought and sold puppets. They're all got their donors, and they've got the people who are supporting them. They have to, obviously pay back their donors and that sort of thing. So yeah, absolutely true. Mark says, brothers in memes. Absolutely. This Never guy, cooking blue memes. I'm not sure what a blue meme is. Yeah, and also let me know. I want to put out a post over the. Community, just to review. Please let me know the things that the channel is doing right, and the things that the channel is doing wrong. Almost like give us a report card. I'm asking for a report card. I'm going to put that out over the community chat, over the community post in the next couple of days. I will going through all the feedback there. I really want to hear your feedback of this new format we're running right now. What can we be doing better? Little things that you're seeing, maybe like technical things that you're seeing in the videos that you think that can be done better. Let me know. I want to improve, and you won't hurt my feelings, I promise, because take correction or take criticism, and I will improve. We will improve. We will improve from that. So in this chat, let me know the things that we could be doing better. The things that I really want to improve. I want to be the absolute most effective weapon in this information warfare. What do we got? Congratulations, Mean Left. Hopefully you stop by and rock out to some punk. I've never been. I'm a 80s kind of rock guy. 80s hair metal. Bon Jovi, Poison, don't hate me. Motley Crue, Rat, and that was where I grew up. I grew up in the Aerosmith. I grew up in that era of music. So my first concert was it was Bon Jovi. See Richie Sambora. I was about 20 meters from the stage. Richie's at the front of the stage. He's got his cowboy hat on, got the long jacket on. They got the smoke in the background. He's starting the Wanted Dead or Alive. Never forget that moment. There's some of those moments that are just fused into your brain That is one of those moments there. So that's where that's my music. That's kind of my music background. Nikki Glazer says support independent music artists like Tom McDonald, Jimmy. They are singing, spitting the truth. Tom McDonald, love you. I watch all his content, and he has such his lyrics just are so perfect, and the way that he does it with his partner, I'm not sure if they're married or their partner, the way they do it all themselves, and they do all the people buy CDs, they send them out, and they make all the sets for the videos, they record the videos. He is the man. The way him and his partner there, and what he's done, no manager, no recording company contract, no record company. He is his own man. He's the absolute. I love and respect what he's doing so much. VSS Vinteros, thank you very much for the super chat, sir. Can we get a Joe Biden montage with Kurt Angle's "You suck" chant over and over? Keep up the resurgence. I'm not sure what Kurt Angle's "You suck," but I'll put that on the board. If it's something funny, I think that would be hilarious. Absolutely. What do we got? Sorry, the chat has just gone down on me. Someone says, Cato says, go to Odyssey. I am on Odyssey, but the videos don't upload to Odyssey really well. I have to try to figure out. I think there's something to do with the way I render them over here with the bit rate. I think the Odyssey prefers like a lower bit rate. I was trying to watch my channels on Odyssey. And it's just very painful to watch. I don't know if the Odyssey's back-end servers can't keep up, or maybe the videos, as I said, there's like a format mismatch. They don't like the kind of the bit rate or something that I render the videos at, and it's great for YouTube, great for BitChute, great for Rumble, but Odyssey doesn't like them. So I do have to figure that out. Definitely will be definitely on BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey. They're the kind. I don't even sort of see them as kind of backup channels. They're like channels in their own right, just a different kind of platform. Obviously, YouTube is the main stage, and the viewership is kind of is obviously much smaller on those platforms. But the deal is to build all the platforms together. Eventually to have like 20,000-30,000 subscribers on each of those three platforms. And then that would be like a couple of 300,000 on YouTube. And if YouTube is then shut down, there's still a good viewership over on the alt tech platforms just to keep going. So that that's obviously where Salty is now. That's where I have got to get to now. What do we got? Impulse Lila, my feedback, you're excellent. No complaints at all. You're putting a funny spin on the current worldwide, and so many appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much for the feedback. And like I said, if you do, I will post an announcement over the community section if you do, and I will be asking for a report card. I will be asking for how to improve, and don't think that you can't. You won't offend me. You won't offend me if you have if you have things that you think can be improved. I want to. I want to hear those. I want to hear those comments. Someone said the chat went down on him. Naughty chat. I'm not sure. Stephen White says I subbed last week. Thank you very much. It's just completely mind blowing that we've been averaging over 1,500, 1,200 to 1,500 new subscribers per day. I mean, to me, that is absolutely insane. But we're just going to keep going because the information is getting out there. We are having an impact. We are having an impact there. And what I like about it is I read a comment the other day, and someone said they thought that they were not alone, but they didn't realize there were so many other people around them who felt the same way they did. I guess it depends on what circles you move in and that sort of thing. But it's like the information, we get it out there. It makes people feel like if there is a massive army around them, there is a massive community around them. So yeah, and it hopefully this gives people encouragement. It makes them not be embarrassed that they have that they're not just swallowing up all the narratives that the mainstream media are pumping out. I'm not sure if I can say that, Ken, on the stream there. I follow the unedited Salty on Odyssey. Yeah, he's got some. All his alt tech is just huge. It's absolutely brilliant. He's YouTubed himself. He's YouTube proofed himself. His channel. And we got Denise. Just Denise says, please give the stream a like. That's right. I forgot, if there's a little like button down there. If you haven't pressed that like button, please hit that. Please hit that like button. Denise says, Texas here, and we got some Salty Army in the house. Love the Salty Army. And we Rezerker, Matthew Rezerker. Marty, thank you very much for your super chat, sir. Thank you for your videos, LM. I laugh my ass off during your videos. Very entertaining for me. Let's go, Branham. It makes me so happy that you laugh during the videos, that you smile. I really want people to smile, and if you laugh, that makes my day. I read comments about saying, people said that is hilarious. That made me smile. That made me laugh. That makes me happy. That is why I do this as well. I'm an activist. I'm pushing out. I'm biased. I am an activist. I have an agenda. I'm pushing out. We are fighting. We're fighting the mainstream narratives. James, everyone in this chat is an effing legend. Absolutely, mate. How did the totally ill become so prevalent in public? I'm not sure what that means. Let me see. Russian found, labs. All those Ukrainian labs. All those labs found in Ukraine. That's not great. Have they frozen? Al Bundy says, have they frozen Steven Seagal's bank account yet? He's a friend of Putin's. That's right. A lot of people were friends of Putin, including, obviously Joe Biden and all the politicians. They all rub shoulders together. They're all trying to work together as well. What do we got? Just linked your stream on Gab. Been posting everything to my account. Insolvent Stickleback, OG member of the community. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the people who share the content. Oh my God, big. I just want to give you the biggest hug at the moment. You share the content out there. You're doing so much. You're growing the channel. You're bringing in, and when you share the content out, when lots of people are sharing the content, the algorithm sees new people coming in from different places to the video, and it gives the video a bit of a boost. And then the algorithm then says, hey, this is pretty popular. Then the algorithm steps in and starts promoting the video as well. So that's why sharing is just so important, and it's so powerful as well. So please share. Obviously when you hit the like button, comment, it's also sharing as well, because that amplifies the message. My wife from Canada, Mark Guy says, from Canada, my wife hates me less when I show her your memes, mate. That is awesome. I'm glad I can help there. Ban says you're exposing the mentally ill. Isn't it amazing how the left right now, all these mentally ill, on TikTok and that, they're kind of just openly exposing how insane they are, which I think it's crazy. You would think that they would keep that quiet, but see, they think that is the norm. They think they're so emboldened by the media narratives. They're so emboldened by the media that tells them that they're the norm and everyone else doesn't think like them. No, they are the insane ones. They are absolutely insane. John says, congrats, man. Thanks, John. CBU says, I'm banned from most platforms. Where can I submit fresh memes? Man, it's tough that you're banned from most platforms, and censorship is just absolutely insane. I mean, obviously some things should be probably not posted out there. There's some bad stuff that you don't want posted out there, but when they're censoring political content, that is a sign of absolute weakness. Slim Pickens, another OG member of the community. Congrats on the 100K. Thank you so much, Slim. I remember you posting comments way back in the early days. Probably only when there was like a couple of hundred subs, and you were way back there. I remember it all, mate. Gen X says, always look forward to your videos. Keep bringing the truth. Love that you aren't afraid to hurt the snowflakes' feelings. Facts don't care about your feelings. That's right. We don't go out of my way to hurt somebody's feelings. But if someone's out there, doing something dumb, well, you posted that out there in public. You've put that out there in public. You got to be careful that someone, like me, doesn't come along and amplify what you've said. We had the instance on Twitter where we had Steve the Snitch posted out there in public, that he was that he was basically snitched on his mates and workmates who had donated to the Canadian protest and who maybe went to the Canadian protest, and he felt quite free to actually post that into a public, into Twitter, which is a public sphere, which is the public square. He felt very confident that he could do that and there'd be no repercussions. Well, I happened to see what he posted and happened to make a little video on what he posted, and he went very his tone changed very quickly. Obviously they start deleting their tweets and they start blocking you, and then there was Steve was threatening, take down the video or there will be consequence. He said there will be consequence, not consequences. So when the left, when they feel so confident to parade about with this, but when you shine a light on what they do, and they cower up, and they delete their tweets, they block. But that's what this channel, that's what I love doing, is exposing these absolutely insane people. And every time they block you on Twitter, it is it's typical. They are so weak. They are absolutely so pathetic. Monkey Grab Orange, another OG. You've been posting for a long time in the comments, and I always love reading your comments. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. Kato the oldest says, let's make it to 200K. I can't even fathom. When it looked like 100,000 was kind of on the cards, it became a big goal in my mind. It became a big goal because it was something. It was obtainable. It was there and obtainable, and I never would have thought it was possible. When the channel's running and things are going and it looks like it's possible, you start believing again, and you start just working harder and harder to attain that. So yeah, maybe I need to start believing for 1 million, and not for me, but there is benefits to me. Don't think that this is all like a selfless thing, and there's a lot of benefits on this side as well. But we can, I'm an activist, and if there was nothing else but the information was getting out there, that is my reward. And if we're at 1 million subscribers, that is the reward, is that the videos are getting out there, the work is being done. That's the reward. There's no, I don't think in terms of like money. I don't think in terms of like fame. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be kind of well known. I want the memes. I want the videos to be front and center. I want them to sort of, I want I want the channel, if the channel becomes well known, that's great. I don't want to be personally famous. I'd rather be the guy in the background. I'd rather be the guy behind the scenes. I'd rather be the guy helping the guy who's in front of the camera. I'm totally comfortable in front of the camera. I'd rather be behind the scenes. So yeah, where we go. Christopher says, congratulations to you, keep up the memes. So the channel, the chat just ran again. What do we got? It's the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. That's right. A generic account. I just subbed early in the day. I may literally be your 100K, mate. You could. I don't know. I don't even know if there's a way to find that out. I might check into that. We got They Melt Like the Wicked Witch. Oh, what a world. Absolutely. My wife said to me, when you're doing this stream, make sure that you drink. And I was meant to have some beers here, but I was in such a rush to get this stream started. The beers are actually in the fridge upstairs, so I just grabbed a water from the downstairs fridge here. Love your work. Sharon says, love your work. Got to keep firing the truth cannons. What do we got? Aaron says 1 million sub on the horizon. Yeah, that's a long way away, mate. I mean, maybe that's just another, I don't know, maybe that's just another year. Maybe that's another 2 years away. But, as long as there are people watching the videos, I will keep making the videos, and maybe to encourage you as well, become, maybe start making some of your own videos, get your content, get your thoughts and your opinions out there as well. YouTube hates your guts, Beef Pan. Well, right now, YouTube is making love to the videos. I mean, the videos are going so wide in the algorithm that, a couple of videos that have gone over 1 million right now, and that is the algorithm just constantly promoting the videos right now. So right now, YouTube loves the content, but all that can change in an absolute heartbeat. All that can go. It's something that you don't get. I'm not getting like, kind of worked up that this is the way it's going to be, and because if it all sort of goes away quickly and you end up just going down that hill, you get yourself into a bit of a depression state, and I don't really want to do. I want to try and be a little bit more even. So when the channel is soaring, I'm like, that's cool. Not going to get too excited about it. Just trying to keep myself in the middle here. And if things are going down into a valley, that's cool. Every channel goes through that as well. We've been through it a couple of times on this channel. That's cool. Not going to worry about it. Just going to keep working. Just going to keep making the content. Ocean Breeze Salty says, I see 99.9. That's right. That's because the front end is behind, and the back end. The back end is a little bit more in front. We're officially 100.223 on the back end, but the front end is about, I think it's about an hour or an hour and a half, around about an hour behind. Yeah, Slam Adams says all it takes is one Liberal staffer. I'm sure there are plenty of staffers that work for YouTube. They're more activists. They're using their position in YouTube to demonetize channels, shut down channels, restrict channels from being promoted out over the algorithm, and shadow banning channels. Lots of things that they can do to restrict a channel, and that's why sharing. That's why sharing is so powerful, because it steps outside the algorithm and it just pushes the video. So we don't rely on the algorithm to sort of to promote the content. We have an army of sharers, and that beats the algorithm. That gets around the algorithm. What do we got? Blaze Bob, you're doing God's work. Expose them all. Squirrel, Unexpected Squirrel Tail, you're the best thing since MASH for me, man. That's a very high bar. MASH was one of my favorite TV shows as a kid. I remember watching that. I think it was like 7 o'clock weeknights here on, I think it was like channel 10 or something like that. And we, watch MASH, and I'll freely admit, and the last episode of MASH, I cried. I mean, it was such a like, you watch that show for so long. It was very 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 emotional, that last episode. What do we got? We got Ocean Breathe Salty. They're constantly blocking and banning. All my sub notices were shut off out of nowhere. I keep going in and turning them. Emailed them. Of course, there was a bot. Yeah, runaround. Oh, absolutely. I posted a meme the left video. Is that okay? You can take the video. I mean, I don't really brand the videos as meme the left, because I kind of want them to be, You can take them, you can download them, you can share them, push them out over your social media. You don't even have to link back to mean the left. I just want if it's a good video, the video is just going out there. If you also just want to share the URL for the video link, you can share that as well, or download it, upload it to your own channel. It's nice if you want to give a little bit of a link back to meme the left, but I'm not going to copyright it. I want it to be the information to get out there. It's most important to me is that the information gets out there. James says, have you had anything pulled down from YouTube? Good question. Really good question. Yes, we had recently, we had the Joe Biden, the retirement home video. That was copyright struck. Because I took the advertisement from, I think it was whoever the retirement home company, they made an advertisement, and then I edited in parts of, I put Joe Biden into their advertisement, and obviously they didn't like that very much. It's satire. It's transformative content, and it's, under fair use. That they copyright it, and they took the video down, and the channel got a strike. And so I appealed. And I said, no, it's fair use. And I stated my case, and they had 10 days to respond. And if they didn't respond to YouTube back in 10 days, then the video goes back up. And after 10 days, the video went back. So that is the only thing that YouTube has actually pulled down from the account, is that one video. I'm kind of shocked in a way that where the YouTube seems to be, I don't know right now, as far as from my perspective and the way that I am interacting with YouTube is like that they seem to have loosened the censorship. Well, especially maybe there are other channels going through more censorship, but from this channel now, that's the perspective I get. This channel, there's no censorship, and we're going wide over the algorithm. It is the way YouTube is supposed to be. If you have videos that are popular, that have very high engagement rates, that YouTube is then supposed to promote that video out to a wider audience, and that's where you get your growth. That's where the new subscribers are coming from. They're coming from that YouTube is putting, some videos with a click-through rate on the video thumbnail of 14 to 15%. I think the industry average is 4. When you get a high click-through rate, YouTube then sees that it's a popular video for people to click, and if there's a high engagement in the video, high fulfillment, people make it nearly to the end or as far as they can to the end, YouTube says it's a good video and they promote it even more. That's the way YouTube is supposed to work, and that's the way it's working right now, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why it's working that way now. Maybe it all just stops soon. I don't know. I'm just going to, while the wave's there, we're going to surf this wave. Going to surf this wave for as long as I can. Robin, actually, one tulip says, "Are you okay amongst the flooding?" Yeah, we've had some flooding here, but actually we had a ceiling cave in our downstairs storeroom. Somehow the water got into that ceiling there, and it actually popped, and the ceiling actually fell. So we got some water damage there. That's never happened before. But, I can fix that fairly soon. Kato, the oldest, Kamala, the Finnish word for horrible. Make Pump Rock Racer. Yes, I've had to resubscribe to about 20% of my channels every year. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's absolutely insane. Poland, America isn't sending their best. Absolutely. The chat has just gone. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'm prepared to just hang out here. If you want to have any questions about the videos, questions about the channel, please post them. Below. Car Guy says, I missed your live streams when you stopped them. I suspect it was because you mentioned your lovely wife would join you and she decided she didn't want worldwide. We'll do a stream together. I must admit, I kind of like streams for me. It's like I'm not a natural streamer. I'm kind of pretty nervous in this streaming kind of format. I'd rather be the guy who's behind the scenes. I'd rather someone else was up in front of the camera, and I don't sort of like I don't have a natural. Like I love the streams. Don't get me wrong. So like I have stopped the streams over the last couple of weeks. I do want to get the streams back in. Just been sort of so busy. Just making content, just so busy, getting into that sort of groove, and then we do need to bring the streams back. I need to really work hard on the streams, make them better. That is kind of an area where I feel like I'm lacking at the moment, but it's okay. I will work on that. Greta Thunderpants will launch a merciless barrage of how dare yous, blah, blah, blahs at Putin. Absolutely. Kamala thinks she can sleep with Putin and end the war. Man, I don't think that would end the war. it's probably just going to like, that would probably escalate. Kevin says, "You doing good, bud." Thanks, mate. Reminds me of Zed. I'm not sure if you're talking about, was it Zed from Zeducation? What's his last name? Tyler? Anyway, I remember when that dude I think he had 10,000 subscribers, and I just started the channel at that time, and he had about 10,000 subscribers, and I was thinking, man, imagine having 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Imagine. And it was... obviously now I think he's got like 900. He might even be near 1 million right now. He's just doing great. As someone who has navigated their way around the algorithm, and I think around the monetization as well, and yet still he gets his message out there. Greta should have stayed in school. Absolutely. Oh yeah, I see the Batman there. Oh, the Batman went woke. A couple of my sons want to go and watch that at the movie. So let me know. Is it good? I really haven't seen much about it. I haven't seen much about the movie. I'm sort of trying to keep away from like reviews, keep away from what people are kind of thinking about the movie. But I do like Batman. This is going to be very controversial. But I think that who's the last Batman dude? I've just got a block at the moment. Who's the last Batman? I can't remember his name, but I thought he was a good Batman. I really thought he was. I thought he would make a horrible Batman when they announced that he was going to be Batman. Someone type in the comments, please, who was the last Batman? Who was the actor? The comments are about 20 seconds behind because there's a whole lag delay thing happening with. Let me know who was the last. Affleck. Thank you, Robert. Ben Affleck. I thought Ben Affleck was a good Batman. I thought he was going to be a terrible Batman, but I think he was actually a pretty good Batman. I liked it when he got dark. I like it when he got really dark. And I think it was like whenever they killed Superman, Batman was pretty dark there. I kind of like that. Stephen White says memeology really, really good too. Memeology to me is like the master. He is like I remember watching. I think I was watching his. I think he started his channel maybe around the same time I started this channel. And the way his mind works when he's making these videos, I don't have that kind of a mindset. But to me, he's the master of this genre of video that we kind of do, short meme, make the point, sort of funny thing at the end, get in, get out quick. He is the master. And then I remember seeing John Talks, another excellent channel that does this same type of sometimes our content crosses. Obviously, there's only so much out there that we can mock. So sometimes we kind of make the videos of the same subjects and that. I remember John Talks kind of changed over his channel to this style. I remember seeing him do that. I remember thinking, okay, he's changed his format there. He's obviously seeing something. And but memeology, to me, he is the master. I feel like I am just a apprentice, but he is the tradesman. He is the he is the master. So always like watching his videos, always learning a lot from watching the way his mind works, where he starts a video and he knows where he's going to take it, the little zinger at the end and the editing in the middle. I love it. I think it's excellent information warfare. Kevin B says, can you make it a full-time activity at 100,000 subs? Though monetization is very tricky on YouTube. Like I want to post something. I've been experimenting with the monetization on side of things. I saw that YouTube were actually running ads on the videos. I had a couple of people contact me and I'm like, well, I'm not putting ads on there. So YouTube were basically running ads on my videos. And I said, well, okay, maybe I'll try this monetization thing. Maybe I'll see for myself. So it's a little bit hit and miss. The videos, I don't know how much detail you want me to get into, but I have monetized a few videos lately. And it's very hit and miss of what you are allowed to monetize. They will scan your video. The titles have to be, no bad words, and there can be no bad words in the video as well. And that's why you see a lot of these creators out there. They're beeping the bad words. Well, that's because they want the money. They want the ad dollars. But to Kevin B, you could make if YouTube monetized every video, if they monetized every video on this channel right now, could make an extraordinary living. A big, there is a lot of money in the ad side of things. When you're getting millions of views, there is a lot of money there to be made. But I'm just sort of like testing the waters as far as like the monetization goes on the with like very short, skippable sort of ads. I haven't in the videos that I have managed to monetize, no one has said, hey, we hate the advertisement that we saw there, no one's sort of come back with that. So I will keen to maybe like test those waters a little bit more, but trying to get a video through the monetization, through the amount of without triggering, trying to make a video. I don't make a video in the sense of, I want to monetize this. I make a video, I want to get a point across. I want to entertain, I want to encourage, and I'm not making a video with trying to get through the YouTube censorship algorithm. That's not the way it works. But if the video, a lot of the videos that are popular, those kind of tweets backfiring badly videos, I've monetized a few of those and they have gone, 400,000 views, like fully monetized. They have done really well because there's really nothing in there to trip up the censorship, the YouTube kind of like censorship. There's no, they're fairly clean. There's nothing there that the AI can find to hit and to demonetize that video. So I'll probably post an announcement out there that I will probably maybe plan on monetizing a few more. But right now I still I work my regular job as well. Even though YouTube, this could be a full-time thing. I don't want to be dependent on YouTube. If there's any money that comes this way via super chats or whatever, by a PayPal, it's all things that I can do to buy like cameras, buy better computers, to build out the studio. That's what I use that for. I don't sort of use the money for the bills, the money for that I get paid to do all this. This is I use the YouTube money. I use super chats from PayPal to put back in the channel. Always putting it back into the channel. Ben Affleck. Someone says Christian. Where have we got? Sorry. The chat just rolled up there. Yeah, a lot of people don't got the ad blockers as well, so they don't see the ads. So they're Ocean Breathes Salty says, I will not tolerate ads. Hate pain, but can't stand ads. Well, me too. I've got YouTube Premium. So because I can't stand the ads. Someone said Tim Putin. It takes. Thanks, make punk rock great again. Congratulations on your success. I have to go. But remember, everyone, you are what the world. You are what makes the world great, not governments, but our people. Thanks very much for stopping by. Make punk rock great again. Cool name for a channel too. There. We'll catch you later. Car Guy says, I love the tweet backfires. I am not on any other forum, so I don't catch some of the insanity. That's right. I was really surprised how popular those, the tweet backfiring badly, even if someone is not a celebrity. I've done a couple of these videos where people are just, they're non, they post this crazy stuff on Twitter and they think that, and then it just gets ratioed to hell. And then what they normally do is they restrict who can comment and then they start blocking and then eventually they delete. So it's kind of one of those, obviously there's a great storyline there for me to kind of thread my way through. But there's I think we've got a video on the channel right now. It's about a doctor who had tradespeople coming into a house and she was upset that none of the tradespeople were wearing masks. And I thought, this is, and then, her tweet got absolutely ratioed to hell. I think it had thousands of a couple of hundred likes, and I think it might have had a couple of thousand likes, and it had 3,000-4,000 comments. That's a ratio. When there's more comments to likes on a tweet, that means it's being ratioed. And the right, we just piled in on that tweet, and then they panicked and they restricted who could comment, and then they deleted. So yeah, I mean that video I think is over 400,000 views. It's that I was really surprised how popular those tweet backfire. As you said, a lot of people aren't on Twitter. They don't get to see this crazy stuff. So it's sort of shining a light into a crazy place. So we got. So yeah, I was. They're fun videos for me to make. I really do like making them. And I'm putting a little trying to make them. More entertaining in that, but I think they flow well, and they're actually and they do well. So I'll keep making those types of videos. When I see something insane on Twitter, I'll definitely bring that. It's kind of like I find something really cool and I bring it and I share it with all my friends here. It's just me sharing something that I find really cool. Laura says, remember when you were hoping to hit 10K? Well, that's right. This is kind of those big milestones on a channel. I remember making a video back in the very early days on the channel. You probably still go and find it. I think there's over 600 videos on the channel. And it was a 39 subscriber special or something like that. Thank you for 39 subscribers. It was I had 39 subscribers and I was ecstatic. I was absolutely ecstatic for having 39 subscribers. And, when I built the channel, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't promote it out over my own, Facebook and all the social media and that sort of thing. I just let the algorithm do its thing. And people started coming in and watching. And I was commenting and they would come back, watch the next one, get to 10 subscribers, 20 subscribers. And 39, it just felt like it was an amazing. And then I think I made an Alyssa Milano video. A little, about a week or two after that, it went to 60,000 views or something. And then the subscriber, I remember we hit 1,000 subscribers and it was just, absolutely insane. And 10,000 it was one of those kind of marks that a YouTuber hopes to hit. I think you got your 10,000, you got your 100,000. Obviously the big dream is 1 million, but I say that, I don't want to say that as puffing me up to look at how famous I am. I want to do that. It's almost like you own a meme cannon, and your cannon, when you start out, is a very small little cannon, and you're firing very small little memes, like videos out there, and you're battling. And then when you're the more subscribers you get, the more views, your cannon gets a little bit bigger. So right now, I think the cannon is maybe it's about a foot round, and you fire up the video, push, shoot it out there, and it's artillery. That's going out there. It's working. This is information warfare. We're in the information war. Alex Jones was ahead of the curve. This is an info war. And that at 1 million subscribers, maybe the cannon is about like 5 meters in diameter, and you load the video, boom. I mean, it's all for the war. It's all for, sure, there's benefits. The guy that, the people who own the cannon as well, they get benefits there, but it is mainly for the information war. It's mainly for the information war. Who we got? Who had the better father, Hunter Biden or Chris Benno's kid? Paul Rogers says, salty infantry man here. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Kurt says the salt will flow. Absolutely, man. The salt will flow. As I said, let me know if you have any like specific questions. I'm quite happy to hang out here for a little bit longer. Ed says the canon is about Jack Murphy Peg. So isn't he back? Isn't Jack back on I sort of followed the saga, when with the Jack Murphy, the whole thing that was happening there with Jack. But I haven't. I hear he might be back now, and will he be back? And will he be back on Tim Pool? Will he be back on the IRL podcast? Will he be back to the Beanie compound? I don't know. But Bean from PA says, "Yeah, you're awake for 100K. Congratulations. Thanks very much. Sam, I love you, man. Your videos are a breath of fresh air in this leftist media time period. That makes me happy. That the videos make you happy." Holly says it was either cook meth or start a YouTube channel. Hey, who says I can't do both? Yeah, that's true. Oralette, Walter White. I'm the much more handsome, younger version, and obviously the not woke version of Walter White. Restream tonight. That's right. I think Salty's. I think he's streaming. Tonight. And some people, I think, are born streamers. I think Salty's a born streamer. I think when he was born, he came out, doctor smacked him on the bum and said, "Yep, you got a streamer here." So, I think he's a born streamer. Streaming doesn't come naturally to me, like it does to Salty. I think that it comes, definitely sort of comes over as well. Someone just asked about the mandates. Has Australia finally started removing its COVID mandates? That's right. Pretty much, I think it's all gone. I mean, COVID is done. Of course, COVID is done. It's over. It's all over. Can the last person leaving please turn out the lights? I mean, people are still clinging on to their masks, clinging on to it's all done. It's over. We need to get on with things. We need to get on with life. Get on with raising our families. Get on with working. Yeah. Milky Pureblood, unmasked, untested, unjabbed, and definitely unafraid. Keep resisting, and there's nothing to be afraid of. I don't get all about COVID right now because I don't really like talking about it, to be honest. I mean, it's done. It's over. Let it go. All the people on the left, they're clinging to their masks and clinging to the mandates. You have the people out there demanding that the mask mandates be reinstated. No, go away. If you want to, listen. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask. I don't judge someone if they're wearing a mask. What I do judge someone if they're wearing a mask, yelling at people who are not wearing a mask to wear a mask. I'll judge that. But if you want to go out there and wear a mask, go for it. Personal freedom, personal liberty. Okay, you go out there and you do you. I'm going to do me. I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not going to put the nappy on my face. There's no reason to. COVID's done. It's all over. It's done. Absolutely. Sorry, the chat just flew on me again. Salty currently banned on YouTube. Okay, I was talking. Yeah, I was chatting with. I was asking him if they'd given his channel a strike on YouTube. I hadn't seen any of his videos just come up in my feed in the last couple of days. But you know, he doesn't need YouTube. I mean, YouTube for him is a way of bringing people over to the other platforms. It's a bridge, and he has got tens, hundreds of thousands of people over onto those other platforms right now. He's YouTube proofed his channel. He doesn't. Well, it's good to have. I'm not saying he doesn't need it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want YouTube. YouTube is still, is still important there. But he has got so many people on Rumble and on those alt tech platforms. He has done it. He has absolutely done it. He could tell YouTube just to take a big run and jump, and he would just be an absolute force over on those alt tech platforms. And that's where we're all going to end up as well. Yeah, I see people driving in their cars alone wearing their mask. I'm like, oh, you do you. It's not something for me to do. And even now, there's no mask mandates in my state, but still there are people out there wearing masks, and that's cool. I don't care as long as you're not yelling at me for not wearing a mask. That's cool. You do you, and I'll do me, and I don't want to try and. As Karma G65 said, COVID's their religion. It did become a religion to them. They were protecting this thing like it was a religion. It was all about power and control, and it was the perfect tool for the left to control. And so, yeah, a lot of them are just they're bitterly clinging to that leftover power that they had over the masses. Yeah, so. Yeah, absolutely. Matthew, pronouncing it. You should have him on a stream with you. Mate, he's a rock star. Too busy to come. No, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but he is flat out. Obviously, if he wants to come on, we'll do a stream together for sure. But I don't want to. He's got so much on his plate right now. He's working so hard. That I wouldn't ask that. I wouldn't ask that. I got my mask tonight, muffled voice. Yeah, and there's some people who are unable to wear a mask as well. They've got like breathing issues as well. Yep. And Paul says YouTube is the next MySpace soon. Well, yeah, maybe. That's right. Maybe in a couple of years. In like 5 years. I mean, nothing lasts. Nothing lasts forever. Maybe the really good thing that YouTube is doing with all their heavy-handed censorship, they are building the alt platform. They're building alt tech platforms. They are creating a demand for these platforms. They are building up the Rumbles. They are sending people over to Rumbles. They're sending people to BitChute, to Odyssey, all those channels. YouTube had this game locked down. No one was going to succeed building these alt tech platforms when YouTube was running so well, doing what they were supposed to be doing. When they started all this censorship bullshit, all this garbage, well, they're just pushing people over to these alt platforms. YouTube are responsible for these platforms being so successful. And when these platforms, they become successful in their own right, they get funding behind them, they start to become serious competitors. YouTube did that. You did that, YouTube. You built that. Those platforms wouldn't have been built if you weren't carrying on with all your censorship, with all your garbage, but you did that. So, and I think good. Competition is good. I hope that in 2 to 5 years, like Rumble and BitChute and Odyssey, they're like they're 100 times bigger than what they are now. And YouTube, much smaller than what it is right now. We have an even kind of a playing field. Red Yellow says, I was in Bunnings and not many had a mask. It was like, oh, and I'm not the only one getting stared at, LOL. It's really good in my town when they got rid of the stupid mask mandates, the nightlife, because I'd go pick up my son who works pretty late, so I drive through town. All the people lined up outside the nightclubs. I mean, the town is just buzzing right now. But when they had all the stupid mask mandates, well, who'd want to go to a nightclub when you have to wear a stupid mask? You can't walk up to a girl or a guy or whatever because they've got their face covered with a nappy. I mean, what kind of rubbish is that? So, but going through town the other night, last week when they removed the stupid mandate, people were buzzing, people were happy, and even people downtown, people are smiling, people are happy. They don't have to wear the face nappies. Car Guy says YouTube is blocking their way into obscurity. I mean, YouTube is enormous. They have the monopoly of the space. They have Google, endless amounts of money to build out endless amounts of infrastructure. To host endless amounts of video content. They had it all there, but their censorship. They are building out these alt tech. They are building out these alt tech platforms. Hey, I didn't know that liberal hive mind got banned for a week. That dude, love that dude. I remember when his channel just burst onto the scene. Holy crap, man! He was like rockets straight up. And I remember thinking, whoa, that dude. But he, I didn't know that he'd gotten banned. I guess, if you get banned for a week, well, that's, hopefully he can, support himself. I'm not aware of his situation. I'm not aware if he's, if he monetizes the channel or if he works. Hopefully, maybe he just takes a break for a week, kind of regroups. I'm not sure if he's working hard on other platforms right now. I don't see him on other platforms, so he probably is. A lot of these bigger creators, they're on like, obviously they are diversified over the other platforms. Eric's saying the Rumble is a WF World Economic Forum YouTube Lite. There's probably definitely ties there. That's the one thing that does worry me about Rumble is they do have a lot of like high profile kind of like backers, and it's all very. It's obviously not very bootstrappy like Gab. It's kind of the Rumble is a little bit of a it could turn. It could kind of like they could kind of like turn there. So that does kind of worry me about Rumble. But Brian Snyder, another long time OG. Of the community. I found Salty through Meme Left. I was around when Meme Left was under 100 subs. I remember, Brian. I remember. I love this guy and feel a kinship, especially because I ride a bike too. Absolutely. No, I'm a mad cyclist. I race. Do a lot of Zwift racing these days. I love riding bikes, mountain bikes, track bikes, road bikes. I love racing. I love the competition. I love the competitive juices to racing. I'm very competitive. I have to win. If I enter a race, I will give it 150% to win. So yeah, I love racing, especially Zwift. I don't do a lot of like in real life racing anymore. A lot of track. I'm a state track champion, masters champion, podium nationally on the track, as a sprinter. But yeah, I'm extremely competitive. Dr. Insomnia, I found meme through through Salty. That's awesome, mate. Paul says 100,000 subs. Congrats, Meme the Left. Thank you very much, Paul. And thank you for everyone watching. Subscribe, liking, commenting. I mean, the comments. I think there was a video the other day that had like 5,000 comments. It's like, holy shit, man! That is a lot of comments on a video. And I read a couple of. I read so many. I was like scrolling, and it's like I read the comments. I can't. Read. I read. I'm living in the comments for like a couple of hours a day. Yeah, I definitely think that they have shadow banned Hive Mind's channel. Liberals, Hive Mind's channel. Ed says the memes and funny videos work on the younger people. My kids will watch your content. Well, that's right. I mean, it's all about reaching. It's all about the shorter videos. People have a much higher likelihood to click on a shorter video than say a a 30-minute video. I mean, that when I'm watching videos to watch, kind of you see the obviously you see the thumbnail, you see the title, you see who it's from, and then you see how long it is, and then there's this kind of like computing that going on in your head. Do you watch this video? Obviously, the longer the video there, the less chance I'm going to watch a long video. I'm a gamer as well, and I subscribe to a bunch of Rust YouTubers. Rust is my game that I play. And I will like, okay, I better watch that later. So I'll open up their video, another tab, and save that for later. But yeah, obviously the shorter the video, the higher the likelihood people got to watch it. So you got a minute to get the message out. Get the message out powerfully. Make the point. Do it in an entertaining way. And yeah, so we are sort of like in that genre of we sort of get in, we get out really quick. And even though some days I'd like to sort of maybe upload like 2 or 3 videos, but there's an hour or 2 of editing in like some videos, 20-minute edit straight out, bang. They're so simple. But some that take, there's like maybe an hour or 2 in editing. Maybe it's just a bit of a shitty editor. I'm not sure. Maybe that memeology, maybe he edits them so much faster. I don't know. Ocean Breeds Salty says you hit 1,000 likes. Thank you very much for 1,000 likes on the stream. That's why I said I love these streams that they are small, like under like I don't think I could do a stream with 10,000 people on the stream and the chat moving. How the chat just moves, and the only chats you can read are super chats. I mean, maybe that's a marvelous problem to have, but I do love the small. I do love these under 200-300 sort of like viewers, and the chat. I can keep up with the chat, interact like in the chat. Don't need super chats are awesome. Don't get me wrong, love super chats, but also I like to read like every chat as well. I think that if someone takes the time to comment, then definitely I will definitely read that. Car Guy says, remember to apply to YouTube to get your plaque, man. We want to see it once it arrives. Still, you might have 100. I don't know how that works. Honestly, I don't. That was the button, the silver button. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they just send that out automatically. I don't know. Do you have to apply for it? I don't know. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Zorethor said, nice job on the channel. Been enjoying it a while and subscribed last night. Thank you very much, Zoreth. Sorry for the mispronouncing your name. Thank you for subscribing. And yes, thank you. Everyone. Huge thank you for you are the you're the channel. You are the you are the channel. I make the videos unless there's an audience there, no one watches them. That's you are me in the left. You are the community. You are the channel. Copper Lining says you're up there with memeology. Thank you. That is huge praise. I love that dude. As I said, he is the master, and I'm a willing and learning apprentice. If I could get my editing skills anywhere near that guy, that would be incredible. Get a big hat like memeology. I think he's got one of those big Mexican hats. I do love that. I do love that. Brian says you earned every buck you made off this channel. Like I said, everything that comes from like super chats or whatever goes to PayPal through the the PayPal.me link. I just pour it all back in. I upgraded the computer. I want to buy better cameras, better mics, better monitors. Just better equipment. Take the missus out for dinner every now and then as well. Don't get me wrong. You're the one who brings us all together, Rob. Well, that's right. It's very much symbiotic, but yeah. Robert says you have done more interaction with your audience tonight on Brandon has done with his whole political career. Well done on the 100K. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Robert. I really appreciate that. The Baba Yaga, Salty Army is Legion, and we are everywhere. Good to see you, mate. Stay safe and keep pumping out the memes. That's right. As long as the, as long as people love, love watching the content, keep making the content. Yeah, Paul's, how convenient, midterms are here to vote and this idiot starts a war. Yeah, with yeah. And COVID all of a sudden gone. Yeah. Obviously, I think midterms are going to be a bit of a bloodbath for the left. Hopefully it's going to be a bloodbath for the left. Give Mr. Obvious a shout out. That's right. I've been watching his content for a while. He's been through a little bit of a rough trot lately, but I hope he, I'm not sure what his life situation is. I don't understand that, but I understand that he, had some issues with where he was living. So hopefully that he, but he has got a massive community. He has built up a massive community behind him there. So hopefully he is, he's going to be all right. Someone commented up there, there's 1,000 likes but only 100 people watching. Well, that's the way live streams kind of work. I mean, for the really big streamers, you get about 10 to 15 minutes of view time per person. So you see the live stream is going, people come in, obviously because it's not a video, it's live, it's happening right now, but videos are pre-recorded, they come out and everyone kind of watches them at their pace. But a live stream, it's happening then, so people are coming into the live stream and out of the live stream at their own kind of pace. So you have this, even though it's like maybe 1,000 people click the like button, there's 100 people kind of now. If you get a average rolling audience of, say, well, on this channel, it's usually around about the 250 kind of mark, which I think is pretty incredible. But other channels have a lot bigger rolling audience, but the average view time is probably like 12 to about 15 minutes, and that's on most kind of live streams. That's kind of like the average view time for live streams. So that's why there's 1,000 likes and only like 100 people watching right now, because people are coming in and out of the live stream. A couple of people jump out, 10 more people jump in, and that's just because it's like moving target like that. Nub Nullet says, just popping in to say congrats on the 100k. Has YouTube tried censoring you yet? No, mate, not yet. But who knows? Maybe that's just around the corner. We're having a golden run at the moment. Videos are just popping off, going wild. Subs are coming in. It's magnificent. The message, the message is getting out there. And yeah, absolutely. Matthew says 100,000k. Congrats. Thanks, mate. Thanks so much. Ocean Breathe Salty. People come in and hit the like, don't stay. Yeah, people come in and hit the like, and even if they can't watch, that's right. I mean, live stream, people have got lives to live. I do it the same way. Someone's streaming that I like, I go in there, watch for a few minutes, tap the like button, maybe drop a comment, and then I'm off. I got things to do. You're the same as well. That's why I kind of like the short videos, because I know, hey, your time is very valuable. Here, maybe here's a video. It's only a minute long. You're gonna love it. Bang, and most people watch it from about 92%. I think it's our retention time for the videos. And your time is short. I've got a very short window of opportunity to get this message over, to make you happy, to make you smile, to make you laugh. Maybe you share it, and then you go and do your things. I'm the same way. I'm exactly the same way. The Hateful Kate says, congrats, here's my 15 minutes then. Absolutely. Mark Guy from Canada, thank you. My hangover is gone. RV Life with DJ Jaron. I remember you. Absolutely. Congrats, buddy. I remember when you had less than 20k, hoping to get 50k. I think way back then it was like the first year of the channel, and things were growing really fast. I mean, in 1 month, I think we put on like 15,000 subscribers or something like that. It was insane. It was nuts. And this is went from like 12,000 subs to about 28,000 subs or something like that. And then I was like, oh, okay. It was like, I think it was like 4 or 5 months, and I was going to be turning 50 in December. And I set a goal. I want to hit 50,000 views by my 50th birthday. And then just like that, the YouTube just almost like I shut the channel down. Weren't going out over the algorithm so much. Yeah. And then it was just like it became like a real grind. Yeah, Car Guy says, I wish your live streams were separate so we can go back and watch again. Yeah, I don't see a lot of value in watching a replay of a live stream. Also, the live streams where the channels get dinged. I know that Salty stopped. You can't watch, Salty's live streams on YouTube because that was where they were giving him community strikes. We say a lot more in a live stream, and their YouTube are like, oh no, he said this, and they come back 2 weeks later and they were dinging his live streams from like 2 weeks ago from things that he was saying back then in the live stream. So he then made the decision to basically delete as soon as the stream, it doesn't go up. He deletes the live stream. So yeah. Lily Rose says, just joining the chat. Where are you from? Mate, from Australia, Lily, from Australia. Here in the land down under. We thought that we were so free until COVID came along and the population just dropped its knee to the authoritarian. Down to get dark. Yeah, from Australia. So yeah, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Car Guy says, we got out quickly. You were putting out a quality. I hope the product is a quality product too. I really want to work on the editing, get the editing quality a lot higher, get the editing a lot better, make the videos a lot funny. Yeah, so yeah, really working on that as well. No, you definitely should have audio. Definitely, yeah. There's definitely Lily. There's definitely audio there. I'm hoping that there's. I'm not sure what the problem is. Maybe you've muted the videos for audio in the past or something like that. Harold says, "Love your stuff. It's hilarious." Thanks very much, Harold. I'm glad that you like glad you love the videos. I said, I hope they make you laugh, make you smile. And, please share the videos as well. Ocean says, yeah, Salty takes them down. You can watch them on his, I think you can watch them on Odyssey and that sort of thing. But they're just a little bit too, like this video right now, there's nothing controversial here. YouTube aren't going to come back. I think it's the AI bot because they can't scan the live streams in real time. If you are a very big channel, they do have people there with the hand over the, like if a hand over the cut the live feed button. But if you're a smaller channel, well then maybe the AI scans the video later on, or finds something bad that you said, and then maybe gives you a strike there. Red says, how about a collab with Salty one day? Would be great for old times. You can actually see the first interview ever done with Salty. Up on, I'm not sure where that is, on Mrs. Salty's channel. It's actually got a lot of views. I think it's got 150,000 views or something like that. I did a live stream with Salty many moons ago, I think, and Mrs. Salty snipped like a 10-minute part where we were talking about the birth of the Salty Cracker channel, why Salty, why Salty started his channel. It was, he's just a dude with a camera with his phone, and he just had something to say, and then it just grew from there. And she took like a 10-minute clip of that stream and she re-uploaded it to her channel. So I think it's like the birth of Salty Cracker. If you look at it on her channel, Salty Cracker, the birth of the Mrs. Salty Cracker. It'll be on her channel. So Mrs. Salty Cracker, and it's called The Birth of Salty Cracker. It's just a great little interview that we did. I think the whole stream lasted about 2.5 hours. And yeah, it was just it was a really good time just talking with Salty, and that I'm pretty sure that stream is still on this channel as well. I haven't deleted those older streams. It's still there on this channel. Any media, Any media under the thumb of corktocracy will lie Sky News too. Well, that's right. I don't watch Sky News. I don't watch any I don't watch mainstream. I don't watch the mainstream news. They all have their agendas and their So no, I don't watch a lot. Genghis, I think it's Genghis Tron. Great work. Thanks for raking Trudeau over the coals. Well, that's right. I mean, what Trudeau did was unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable. You would have think that a real leader would have tried to form some dialogue with the trucking, the convoy. But he had no interest in forming some dialogue. He was just coming out there calling them racists, homophobes, and Nazis and that sort of thing. What absolute garbage! What absolute garbage! They had a credit. You have a complaint against your government. Surely the leadership, they should have come out and they should have started some kind of dialogue. That's what a real leader would have done. Trudeau's not a real leader. He's an absolute piece of garbage. He's a wimp. He's a pussy. So yeah, he would have come out, even got a few of the leaders, brought them into a little coffee shop somewhere and talked it out. And even if there was nothing that happened that day, they were talking, they were discussing. All he was interested in was hurling insults at them, was just the whole situation. He made it so much worse, showed no leadership capability whatsoever, freezing bank accounts, arresting truckers, putting protesters into jail. This is not China. That was Canada. I think that shocked the world. AE says this channel is hilarious. I'm glad you love the videos, mate. Yeah. Yeah, Trudeau. Yeah, Car Guy says Rob just didn't rake Trudeau over the coals. He did it himself. That's right. He went miles too far. It went miles too far, across the line, and everyone saw it. Should have been a huge red pill moment for everyone. Everyone saw the absurdity in Canada. There's not China, for crying out loud. I'm even sure that China was looking on what's happening in Canada, thinking, "Oh, that's a bit rough." It's like that. It was absolutely insane. Michelle says, what I love is the wonderful humor while giving truth. Many thanks. Well, hopefully, that absolutely we have to, get our message across in a humorous way, but in short time frame, in a humorous way. Hopefully you laugh. Hopefully you like it. You smile. You might share it. You get into the comments. Yeah. So that's absolutely. Someone said, "Are you locked inside all day?" I'm not sure if that comment's to me, but no, definitely not. Even throughout the whole thing, the whole garbage. Never, even when they had the the lockdowns as such. It's sort of mostly missed my city, missed the city that I'm in right now. So yeah, the humor softens the blows. All of us are suffering, and there is a little bit of a negative. I wouldn't say negativity right now. There's a whole lot of crap going on out in the world out there, and I don't want to. I'm not sort of trying to downplay that with trying to make funny kind of memes, but we're trying to add some positivity as well. Say that it's not all doom and gloom. That's why I kind of definitely trying to keep the channel bright and using upbeat sort of clown music. There's definitely a upbeat, positive, happy theme that I'm trying to relay across as well. Even though we can be talking about dark subjects talking about. But some videos I've made, I've obviously used some dark music as well. It's just suited for that video. But in a lot of the videos, I want to use a mocking, upbeat comedy kind of a tone. So when Joe Biden's out there giving a speech, I want some kind of clown music. I want some clown music in the background. I want to mock this moron. I want to mock him. So I'm not making light of that we're in maybe a little bit of a dark time right now, but we're still all about what's the word? Trying to keep things positive, trying to keep things while discussing these while discussing these issues. So that's why you're seeing maybe the odd clown pop up and bright colors on the screen. And yeah, it's definitely very intentional to be a very positive experience. When you come in there, it's supposed to make you feel good. The happy music, the clown music, the graphics, the colors. It's definitely supposed to make you feel good. I definitely want to make you to feel good. Salty on an hour. That's right. I'll be ducking off. I'll be ducking off pretty soon. I've got obviously lots of stuff to do. Viking War 001 says your channel is my favorite, man. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad. That makes me really happy. We'll do a couple more. Nana, 2 Chinese babies born in. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, don't get me started on the vaccine side effects. I mean, I don't open up that whole can of worms right there, but it's going to be massive. It's in the next 12 months. There's in the cover up, the media is going to try and cover it up, and then you're going to have the doctors or whatever saying, "Well, no one forced you." They're going to do all this gaslighting. And absolutely. I mean, I don't want to go into that too much right now, but I think we're going to see it's going to be massive coming forward. We knew that there would be enormous numbers of people that would have terrible side effects from this vaccine. You roll out an experimental vaccine over a population like that, you are going to have enormous millions of people who are going to have terrible side effects. And what I wonder if they look for, if in 50 to 100 years, they're looking back at this period in history, I wonder how it's going to be presented in the history books. I understand that, history is made by history is written by the victor. And yeah, that's right. The unvaxxed are the control group. Ocean says 1.1 likes. Okay. I think right now, I didn't want to end it on, I want to say huge thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel, who likes the videos, who watches the videos, who comments on the videos. I see your comments. I want to say thank you. I mean, you're the reason. You are the reason that, you're the reason this is, it was 100,334 now. 334 subs in the last, hour and a half. You're the reason. You're the reason. I make the videos. Someone just unsubscribed. Who unsubscribed? Come on, which one of you buggers unsubscribed? Hit that subscribe button. Just joking. No, you're the reason. I want to say, thank you. You resubscribed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. You're just. Absolute cracking legends. Say that we got a lot more coming on this channel. I'm going to release some details over the next couple of days. If you want to become part of the meme army, you want to become part of an absolute unstoppable force in this information war, we are going to get cracking. We are going to build the meme army, and we are going to have an enormous impact, and we are going to have a lot of fun as we do it as well, because it should be fun as well. Hey, someone unsubscribe, resubscribe. Okay, no, I'll tell you what. No, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you for everyone. Thank you, everyone. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying to get my gratitude over to you. it's just enormous. It's just enormous. So we'll wind the live stream up here. Thank you for hanging out in the chat. I love hanging out in the chat with you. I kid you not, I could just sit here for hours. Maybe one day I'm going to do like a 10-hour live stream. I want to talk to every single person. Obviously, as you come through like a 10-hour live stream, it works better for people in multiple time zones. I want to talk to you all. I think you're all absolutely freaking legends. And so thank you very much. Resubscribe. Okay. Yeah, Brian says, welcome back, Rob. I missed you, Matt. I missed you too. And we are going to have a lot of fun. Anyway, I'll wrap the live stream up here. And remember, if you haven't watched the latest video, you probably have. It's gone enormous. It's gone gangbusters. I think it's over 200,000 views or something like that. Anyway, I will see you in the next video, I guess. Anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out in the live stream here. We will